Let's go back to that moment when you famously banged the table live on BT Sport. Ollie's at the wheel, give him a contract. At that time, you genuinely felt, right, that giving that man a job here at Manchester United was going to move this club forwards, right? So, is he not doing enough, or are there fundamental issues above Ollie and around Ollie that mean this is so much more than a question just about the manager?
I think around that time his record was phenomenal. Just been at PSG, won away. Young players were thriving. Rashford scores the winner. You get caught up in emotions. I'm a football fan. I love this club. You want them to do well. You jump at the chance of someone who's doing what they're trying. Get him involved, get him here, secure him, and make the place. Then you can start building and putting the foundations in place. But since that point, it's really been a rocky road since then. And the problem with it's not just one area of the club. I think all of it needs to be brought together, and it's going to take somebody to come in there with a vision to make that happen. Whether the person's in the building at the moment or not, I don't know. But the recruitment, and you can look at recruitment over those 7 years, this has kind of been on a downward spiral. You look at some of the players that have come in Rojo, Falcao, Fellaini, Schneiderlin, Darmian, Depay. Were these players ever Man United players really for different reasons, either mentality, ability, style of play? Were they ever really Man United players? And that's what I was a lot of the time getting baffled with. Who's buying these players? Is it a manager coming in and I want these players for now? Or was it the club saying, no, hold on, we're going to buy for now, but also future-proof the club as well? And I don't think that was taken into consideration when recruiting it, especially the early parts of the 7 years we're talking about. And then even now, you look at the team now, £600 million, you said, roughly, been spent on this squad.
It's about £100 million more expensive to assemble this squad than Liverpool at the moment.
And the best players, probably the four best players this season, most impressive players have been this season, homegrown talent. Williams, Greenwood, Rashford, and who's the other one? Well, anyway, but them three players, just to start for starters, have been the best three, most impressive players. McTominay before he got injured.
Yeah. Like if I said to you, where are Man United going? How do you answer that question?
I don't know. Like, there's been far too many inconsistencies, and you can blame that on the age of this squad, because the age of this team that played today was very, very young. One of the youngest in the league.
Well, over the course of the season, to give them their due, they have named, on average, the youngest squads.
Yeah,
in the Premier League
and with
this
that
season
comes inconsistencies. With young players, 100% comes inconsistencies. But, again, it goes back to the recruitment, which it always keeps doing, is that if you've been doing your recruitment right, you wouldn't have to rely on so many kids. You'd do it right so that there's actually some experienced players in there that can stand up. The likes of Maguire, just been given the armband, you need to be stepping up in that change room and bringing people together and saying, listen, we're not going to go out there and get done at home like this by a Burnley team. Yes, they perform well, but it's Burnley. With all due respect, we should be making sure we get the 3 points here. We're looking to get in the Champions League here. But you can see here, these fans they're not giving it time. They're singing songs, they're shouting, they're leaving early. At 84th minute, 85th minute, I'm seeing people get up and go. It's unheard of at this stadium. People need to sit and watch this. Get a videotape and look at the stands in the 85th minute onwards and see people leaving with the disdain on their faces. It's an embarrassment. And I said that before, but I can't. There's no other word to explain it. I'm sitting up here thinking, this is the team that I love coming to watch, I love playing for. The difference, the downward spiral in that short space of time, which is only 7 years, has been remarkable. I think being known as one of the biggest clubs in the world as a brand, I think will last a long time. But we don't want to get in a situation and fall into the category of what Liverpool done. 30 years it took them to get into the position where they are now. We need to go somewhere and start working things out so we don't get into that position.